Duel is simple. You can either be the best, or you can be everyone else. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Now, let's have some fun.
Okay. We seem to be banging on all cylinders. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I've still got to do me dueling order, I do. Let's get into that. I did not complete that yesterday when I was playing. So we go and do a few duels, we is. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Oh, we already got... Wow, I thought we'd have to wait a while. Alright. Alright, since it is our Hero Fest, we're going to start with PK. We're going to start with PK, and we're going to play a game of musical executions, because I do not remember which execution got the new one. You know, you have 4 options. I forgot which one I gave it to. I'm just tired. I didn't just sub today. I taught. Normally when I have to substitute teach a class, usually the teacher has like online work for them to do. But this time the teacher actually no, they need to actually learn something and they're going to need help. And so I had to actually teach the lesson for the teacher today, and I am worn out teaching a bunch of 7th graders. Oh, that was rough. All right, good read. All right, I need to start just neutral feinting. I do need to like feint to neutral. All right. Hope they enjoyed you. I think maybe a few did, but most of them just didn't want to be there. It was an English class, like English language arts. Wow. I can get my butt kicked. Let's go. Oh, awesome, Burger King. That's cool. How did the class behave? The first one was a little wild. The second one behaved really well. The third one was actually pretty cool once they got started. All right, musical. Let's see if we got it. No, wrong one.
Victory.
Yeah, I didn't go down that easy. I had to put up a little bit of a fight. Come on.
Round 4.
I thought he was gonna baiting for a light parry. Ah, he got me. Oh well. Good fight. Good fight. All right, well, we move on. Next match. All right. Still got to do 4 more duels. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to rematch him. I meant to just find a new match. All right, on to it. Thoughts on the new PKX? I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it, man. Because see, here's the thing. Some time ago, I asked, hey guys, would you like me to do the graded videos one at a time, or wait until they all come out and then just do all 3 together? I gave everyone the option, and they all voted, no, do them all together, do them all together. So now I do them all together. And that means y'all don't get to hear the grade. Y'all don't get to hear the grade. I can say that it's good, but I can't say what the grade is. Here's out of more Shogun of Crime. Awesome. All right, let's try PK again. We'll get this execution. Another Shaolin? Oof. I'm running into all the monkey men tonight. We got this, we got this.
Round 1.
You know, this Shaolin, that was a little weird. He was a little janky, but okay. Usually when I fight Shaolins, they like to flow all their movements. This guy just kind of janked. He would kind of start something and then end it, then start something and then end it. We'll have to see if he keeps doing that.
Round 2.
We might just have to apply pressure and see if we can't counter a dodge heavy. All right, bled him out. Not what I wanted. I wanted to get the X, but, you know, we'll take it. If we got to bleed this monkey, we got to bleed him.
Round 3.
All right, again, no X, but I'll take it.
Round 4.
All right, here we go. All right, he's waiting for the zone. Had to throw those quick lights, I see. All right, all right. He's playing very defensive. Usually I fight Shaolins who are constantly moving. This one's just kind of staring and waiting.
Victory.
And I win. But I didn't get the X's. Sometimes this is how it goes. Well, I'm sorry you had a bad day, Samda. Oh, he wants to go again. Well, I've got to go 3 more times, so sure. But we're going to switch things up. I need a break from PK. Let's go Hatsun. I've heard Sabaton's song, The Duelist. Yeah, I've heard it. It's okay. Not nearly as good as Templar. Berserker, huh? Alright.
Round 1.
Whoa. Ah! I almost got the full deflect in. That would have been so cool, but I did not. I don't know what this Berserker... The Berserker's literally... Okay, what's with the weird plays tonight? We've got a Shaolin and a Berserker back to... Like... Okay. Nah, it's the same guy, that's why. This guy's basically playing full defensive. What he's doing is he's playing full defensive. Like, he's not playing aggressive for fear that I'll counter him.
Victory.
Am I gonna do a tier list of the named characters? No, probably not.
Round 3.
Probably not. This is why I hate Berserkers, man. The assassin with all the hyper armor, it's so annoying.
Round 4.
Am I going to update my video theme songs? Not right now. Just the fucking mix-up. I hate Berserker. Annoying pissant character. Annoying pissant character. Yeah, now he's gone. He wanted to win against me and then he pulled out. I love it. I love it, guys. He wanted to play a shit-ass character and beat me. Well, well done, dude. Well done. Let's go Virtuosa this time. Armed Samurai Ben K by Wicked songs would be perfect for Sohei. No, I like what I picked for him better. I like my song for him better. 7, I think, is just better. Is this Madeline? Yeah, it is. This is Madeline.
Round 2.
It's been a bit since I played her. Okay, this Peacekeeper is very dodge heavy. She loves her dodge heavies. Alright. What we need to do is this time just bait out her dodge heavies. My video was inspired by Tanya from Saga of Tanya the Evil. Ugh, that show. Okay, well, whatever floats your boat, but that's a cringe show. Hate that anime. Good fight. Because it's anti-Christian or some other reason. Well, not only is it anti-Christian, it doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, it just doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, the character is such a willful idiot, and it's not endearing at all. Why are you not doing your triple bleed? You could apply a lot more pressure that way. But anyway, my PK bill is after Wex and she's part of the Dragon Legion of the North. That's cool. But yeah, Tanya in Saga of Tanya the Evil makes no redeemable sense. Like, okay, so the setup is dumb as hell. You got this guy who's basically an evil asshole in the real world. Like, he works for this business and he's just an absolute jerk, making everyone else's lives miserable just to suit his own ends. And he's a major atheist. And then at one point, while he's waiting for the subway, a guy that he did wrong, a guy that he hurt, basically pushes him into the way of the train and he's going to die. But instead of dying, God basically tells him, hey, by the way, I'm God, and I'm going to punish you for all the things you've done wrong. I'm going to put you into an awful world where you have to learn to survive. And so he reincarnates as this little girl in an alternative version of World War I where there's magic and stuff. And his name is Tanya now. And Tanya basically has to find a way to survive in this world. She has all of her memories. She remembers who she used to be. Oh, let me pick who I'm going to play. I'll go Glad. She remembers who she used to be. But she decides, you know what, I still don't believe in God. I still think God's an effing hoax. And I'm going to prove that we don't need God. We don't need any kind of God. I'm going to rule through absolute viciousness and tenacity and all that. And she basically wins everything by being just absolutely ruthless and better than everyone else. And I guess the endearment of the show is that it's about this little girl who's evil or whatever, because she basically acts evil all the time, which is fine. What? I parried that! I know I parried. Oh, you're kidding, game. You're kidding. That's so dumb.
Round 2.
But I think what makes no sense about her is she's completely anti-God. Like even after she's, here's the thing. If God spoke to me at death and said, hey, I'm going to reincarnate you as a little girl in a World War I setting where you have magic and stuff, I think I'd be like, even if I was the most hardcore atheist, I think that'd be the moment where I go, okay, yeah, I believe you. I'm so bad. The Tanya character's a little more nuanced than that. She isn't evil per se, more like a meritocratic and ruthlessly efficient. No, she's evil. She's effing evil.
Some might call that evil.
Yeah, like calling her like meritocratic, meritocratic. Like,
well, let me put it to you this way: which sounds better, Tanya the evil, as you say she is, without the weird isekai backstory, or the fact that in order to make her evil, we had to give her a weird isekai backstory? Because that's the thing. Remove the isekai elements, remove the weird talks with God or being X or whatever you want to call it. It's far more interesting if Tanya is just evil because of her own upbringing, rather than just, I'm trying to prove being X wrong. It muddles what otherwise is a cool world and a cool story.
Yep.
Could have had Anime Andy. Exactly. Now you got this weird sort of...
But yeah, I think it's just so funny that she willfully denies God exists even after all the evidence that there is a God.
I mean, the big...
Like, you get reincarnated, and this God is basically giving you power to survive in this world. At no point does she ever say, okay, maybe God's a thing.
Well, it's literally, but in order to act like, he literally changes the rules halfway through her training to make it so that if you want to use your magic power, you can only do so by reciting prayers in my name.
And she still doesn't believe, which makes no sense.
Which is kind of like, honestly, willful denial at this point. But
yeah.
Going further than that, it would honestly, the atheism would even make more sense if she wasn't reincarnated. If she didn't have this thing, like, everyone else around her is religious, but she is so cold and callous because of her upbringing, she doesn't believe. She lost faith in that, and so she uses that to justify, or rather...
Well, let me put it this way. Whenever Lark and I talk about isekai anime, like this one, we always ask the question, is the isekai important? Like, do you need the isekai for the story to work? The Saga of Tanya the Evil is one of those where you don't. Like, you legitimately don't need Tanya to be isekai. Like, it's creative, don't get me wrong, but if you just had it be this girl who lost her family somehow and joins the Magic Corps or whatever of World War I and basically denies God, denies everything good, and believes that ruthless efficiency should be the way to go, that would have made way more sense. But no, we have a dude who literally gets reincarnated by God into a world, and the only way she can use her powers in this world is by reciting prayers to God, and she still says, nah, F God. Like, what? The doctor from Doctor Who says to the devil, I accept that you exist, but I don't accept who you are. No, well, that's the thing. Tanya does not accept that God exists. She still calls him being X. Like, that's like me saying, no, I accept that there's a being out there, but I don't accept that he's God. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And I wouldn't take anything from Doctor Who. Like, that's the... Yeah, let me put it this way. That's like saying, I accept that the devil exists, but I don't accept who you are. That's stupid. That is willful denial. That's actual willful denial. That's looking at clear-cut evidence and saying, you know what it is? It's being a petty bitch. It's being a petty bitch. Just, well, I've seen the evidence, but I still don't accept it. And yeah, classic atheist move.
The BBC loves in recent decades trying to morally grandstand about things they don't understand.
Yeah. That's the BBC.
But I heard the Saga of Tanya the Eagle mentioned, and I just...
Yeah, how far did you even get on that, bro?
I got through, like, I think 3/4 of the first season before... Because the thing is, what killed me about that is I really like the other characters around Tanya. I thought the concept of the world was cool, because, like, magic in a World War I setting is so rarely done. And I was kind of here for it. But no, it just, like, every other, it's like we have to interrupt with this sort of weird atheist thing. It really sucked me out of the story. The whole isekai, I just did not need to happen.
There was no purpose to it.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, I think that, yeah, Rosa kind of hit it on the head. It's kind of like saying, I accept that the moon exists, but I don't accept what it is. That's like saying, you know what, I believe that there's a sun in the sky, but I don't believe in what it does. I don't believe that it nourishes the world or provides anything to our world.
I believe the sun exists. I don't believe photosynthesis. We're talking about a lot of things, man. You gotta be there. I tried to watch Really Zero and I couldn't get into it for the life of me. Yeah, that's fair. I got through the first season, I think it is. I got through like 14, 15 episodes. But after someone said the Ren doesn't get chosen, I'm out. Because she was too dude.
Classic move from a virtuoso, just sit in your stance and profit.
Evolution is not what is kind of an open-handed issue, honestly.
What I have, like, evolution to me is, yeah, evolution's an open-handed issue to me. I mean, it could very well be how God created all creation. It could be, just because evolution is a truth does not mean that it is, that doesn't mean that it refutes God.
Modern philosophy is a Christian apologist that...
Are we really doing this right now, you guys?
Yeah,
You're all cringe. You're all cringe.
You captured
Do I believe Behemoth and Leviathan were dinosaurs? No, not necessarily. Charles Darwin never said it refuted God. Charles Darwin was a deist himself. He believed in God.
I'm not sure if he was a deist, but I know he was a theist.
Yeah.
Because really, the original works of Charles Darwin can be described not as a modern day version of evolution, but more of natural selection, which is definitely a thing. Ooh.
I can light spam too. What about that?
That execution, I feel like you need a grill effect.
Bye. I'm not fighting you both at the same time. One of you come to me. Yep, and one of ours just quit. No surprise. Because this whole match is shit. Yeah, I'm out. I don't care if I take the penalty. I'm not doing this fight. This is shit. It got 2 all-guard characters and 2 Virtuosa. I'm out. I'm not doing that. That is a shit matchup, and I'm not doing it. PK Hero Fest thoughts? Can't talk about it. I think the execution's fine, but I can't talk about it. That was y'all's choice. That was y'all's choice. Hey, Nina. My thoughts on the new XE? I can't talk about it. Yeah, no. Right now, Virtuosa is the most annoying character in the whole cast. I'm not saying she's OP. I'm not saying she's OP. I'm saying she is the most annoying because her ability right now makes her just antithetical to everything that For Honor is supposed to be. Yeah, right now I just think that right now she is antithetical to the game. I think that she's creative, and I think there's a lot to like about her, but the problem is the whole playstyle of her is just wrong. You're not alone, Sam. A lot of people hate her. They need to make some edits to her in the next update. But yeah, I just don't like her right now. Because all you have to do is get 2 Virtuosa or a Virtuosa and an all-guard character, have them gank together. There's nothing you can do. There is legit nothing you can do. I've been meaning to ask the other Christian guy I know, has been too busy to talk, so I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about apocalyptic lore. I don't really talk about that stuff because a lot of it is based on metaphor and conjecture. We don't know a great deal about it. If you want to ask, I can try to answer, but I won't be able to help much because there's just so much we're not sure about. There we go. Raven, I think one of the balancing things is she could hold her stance and her stance a cooldown, so have a more of a skill to it. You mean give her stance a cooldown? That'd be kind of interesting. I think that a way to fix it is just to make it so that while she's in, the longer she's in the stance, the more stamina she drains from it. Force her out of the stance some. Force her to play normal. you could make it that bashes hit her, you know, make it so that she can be bashed out of it.
Lost Zone C. You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A.
Can I play with you today? We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. Right now, these matches have been really frustrating, and I've not been playing well today, so I don't know yet, but I will let you know. I'm confused about how the beasts of the sea and the beasts of the earth are the Antichrist and the false prophet, because I always thought that they were supposed to be the Leviathan and the Behemoth. The Leviathan and the Behemoth are mentioned in the book of Job, not the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is what mentions the Antichrist and the false prophet. But here's the thing. You got to recognize there is not just one false prophet or one Antichrist. See, no one knows when the end is supposed to be. So the devil has many false prophets and Antichrist rise up so that there's one ready when it's time. So in my opinion, and again, I'm basing this off of my speculation. Like I said, this isn't something I have a great deal of knowledge about, but I don't believe Behemoth and Leviathan are both the Antichrist and the false prophet. I believe there are many false prophets. I think you can look throughout history and see many false prophets in history.
You lost Zone A. Lost Zone C.
That sucked. Job is probably my favorite book in the whole Bible. It's a very good book. I will probably do a series on that when I get done. Like, well, first I want to finish Jonah. And then I think that I'm going to, I don't know. I'm thinking about, oh, hold on. I'm thinking about doing the Sermon on the Mountain. Or maybe even Ezekiel. That'd be a good one to go through.
Enemy team is breaking. The enemy rally. You capture Zone A. Enemy team is breaking.
All right. I've heard that the Antichrist is neither Cambion nor Nephilim, child of the devil. but rather a normal human that either serves a devil or is a vessel. That's one thing I've heard, but again, we don't know. Man, I am... If I lose this bot match, I might need to just call it quits, because, oh my gosh, I'm playing this bad tonight. I think I've only won one duel match tonight. Out of all the ones I did, I think I've won once. And the first Dominion match was absolute hell, so...
Enemy team is breaking. Your team rallied. Your team is breaking. Victory.
All right, we won that, thankfully. If you think you're bad, you don't gotta look too far to find someone worse. I've been looking for months. I haven't found any. Oh, you gotta give my Bible studies a read sometime? Yeah, please do, Nina. I work very hard on them. I really do. I would love for you to read those. I would love for you to read those. And I love talking about biblical knowledge. I try to answer questions wherever I can, if I'm able to answer. So if y'all have questions about that kind of stuff, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'll do one more match against bots, and then we'll see if our timeout is lifted. We'll random it. Yorm? Alright. You just got your own copy of Dracula. Can't wait to read it. Please do. It's a great book. Unpopular opinion, I think Valkyrie needs a rework. Valkyrie's good, but yeah, I think that she needs some love. I think that she needs some love. Do I have an idea of when I'll do Genesis? I do not know yet. I have not decided to do Genesis. We'll see, Volks. We'll see. We'll see.
You captured Zone A. Lost Zone C.
Anyway. Have you seen Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? I've read the book. I haven't seen a movie of it. Have you given the DVD Killer Lore tier list I brought up a thought? Yeah, I think I'll do that. I might do it tomorrow. I'll have some time. Sorry, I get giddy when there's a possibility I get to play with someone. I don't play games with other people that often. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mind. You got to realize I don't often play with people either. I'm usually a solo queue player. I try to get people in every now and then, but I'm always uncomfortable doing it. It's nothing against y'all. It's genuinely just me being insecure. It's genuinely my insecurities.
You captured Zone A.
Did I miss you answering my Horseman comment? I didn't read your Horseman comment. I apologize. As I was saying, my favorite Bible story from the New Testament would be when Jesus brings the little girl back to life and told her family to bring her some food to eat. That's a good one. Absolutely. Man, that was rough. Out of all the Bible studies you've done thus far, Raven, I would say my absolute favorite had to be the Book of David. Oh, well, thank you. That one was a fun one to do. You made me work for it, Pryor. Anyway, I heard a theory that the horsemen represent the history of Christianity, the conquest of Europe, the Middle East, the war of the denominations fighting, the strife of the people. That's one theory, I suppose, but I've heard a lot of theories. Again, I just don't know all that much about that. I mean, it's interesting to speculate on, but for me, I don't focus as much on apocalyptic scripture. I focus more on apologetic scripture, on apologetics, evangelistic, and historical. I don't really focus all that much on the apocalyptic because there's just so much we don't know. How long is the live stream going to be? I'm not sure. It's 8:52 now, so probably another hour. What are your tips for writing political intrigue and world building? It depends entirely on the politics and how important the politics are in your story. All right. No deaths. That's perfect. What are you, just want to list off why I like you a lot to make you realize how important you are. One, you seem kind. Well, thank you. All right, let's see if we can jump back into a normal Dominion. Yep, looks like we're good. 2, you're humble. 3, you're honest. 4, you're so good at entertaining. 5, you're good at teaching. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. All right. I want to get Virtuosa up to the next rep so that I can get the color palette. Well, not next rep, but next level so that I can get the color palette I want. So we're going to go her. Oh, God, 2 Virtuosas. Even on my own team, that feels wrong. So right into my college, in order to graduate, I have to take creative writing courses, and your writing rules will definitely help me with it as I'm currently writing a short story. All right. What are your thoughts on Nosferatu, both the original and the remake? I haven't seen the remake. The original is a testament of its time. I prefer Dracula. My brother saw the remake. He liked it. He said it was really good. Do you think For Honor D&D would be a good idea? It'd be tricky to pull off, but you could do it. Hey, Seller. I've always been more interested in the esoteric lore of Christianity that the church typically brushes off, but Gnostic sources are willing to provide answers for. Well, if that is what you find most fascinating about it, I can't fault you for it. But I think that the true message of Christianity has more to do with the forgiveness and salvation of Christ than it does the prophecies. Because, you know, it's funny. The disciples actually came to Jesus before he ascended and said, hey, Jesus, before you go, when should we expect you to come back and establish your kingdom? When should we expect you to establish your kingdom on earth? And Jesus straight up said, that's not for you to know. That's not your concern. Literally, he told them, that's not what you should be worried about. You have a job to do. And he said, go therefore and baptize all people, making disciples of all nations. He said that he said that's not for y'all to worry about. You let me and God worry about the when I come back. You worry about saving as many people as you can. Because here's the scary reality, guys. there are still so many people in the world who have never heard the message of Jesus. There are so many people in the world who still do not know or do not understand the message of Jesus. I don't want Jesus to come back yet because there's still so much work to do. Because, you know, it's a scary thing. If Jesus were to come back right now, like if he were to pop out of the stars right now and bring about his kingdom, there would be so many people who have yet to know God. Where the Great Commission is not done. We've made a lot of strides, we've done a lot of good, but we're not done. I felt bad for that Glad. There was nothing he could do. He was in an impossible situation. He had to play defensively, and with her light abilities, it's just very difficult. Yes, I'm aware, Jackson. I'm aware. But I'm more pointing to the fact that the message of Christianity is not about the end of the world. It's about the salvation of the world. Hey, Raven, we haven't been since Lark was showing the ethereals while they aren't made in God's image. Nice to have you back, man. Ooh, good move. I tried to guard break him out of the bash, but it didn't work. Hey Raymond, do you have any writing advice about how you make your bad guys characters that don't act all the same? I worry that may have done with my characters, like all my three main villains all act like nut jobs. Conviction. What do they want? You can make your characters unique by going into what they want and what they're after. And also why they do what they do. Not every Batman villain is the Joker. You gotta establish a motivation or a rationality behind them. The Joker does everything because he's certifiably insane and just wants to cause pandemonium. But Two-Face doesn't want to do that. You know, he believes in a binary. He believes that all things in the world are based on a fundamental binary system. Good catch. Killer Moth is the best Batman villain. Hard disagree. Let me change the subject. There are so many solutions to environmental problems that are obvious to me, at least. Why are so many people so wrapped up in trivial nonsense they don't use them? What solutions have you come up with? I mean, maybe they're not as obvious as you think, or maybe they're not as good as you think. Like that, you know, there could be a lot of explanations. Or maybe they're being implemented, but there's a lot of red tape that has to be gone through. What's my thought on Raptor's video about single pick? I agree with Raptor. I agree with it. I think he made a very good video.
You capture Zone A. You captured Zone C. Enemy team is breaking.
Well, that happened. Man, I'm the worst on my team. Holy shit. Hey, Raven, what part of a story do you find the hardest to write? Personally, I struggle with making the beginning interesting. For me, it's the ending. I always struggle with endings. I don't want to end my stories half the time. Sometimes I'm so in love with what I've made, I'm like, no, it can't end. I don't want it to end. And then I don't end it. That's why I have a lot of stories that just never ended, because I just couldn't come up with a good ending for them. The gank is real.
Victory!
Well, that worked out. Rough match, but we got through it. Do you plan your stories without a finale in mind, like you don't envision an end prior to writing? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just start writing. Wex is loving her college. Raven is better than Wi-Fi. It has better Wi-Fi. Yeah, I heard. I'm very happy for him. Very happy for Wex. I hate that we haven't gotten the chance to play together recently. Anytime I'm on and I'm like, hey, do you think we could play? Something always happens, which sucks. Like, she was offering me to play the chance, hey, why don't you play Breach with me later? I said, okay. So I hop on later, but she switched to Rainbow Six. And then the other night, when she was in her college for the first time, I asked if I could play later, but then she got called away because her grandmother showed up. So, just it's always something. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright. No, I don't want to go Berserker. I really don't want. After that fight with that last Berserker, I just no. Let's try Hatun again. Let's see if we can't get some. Let's see if we can't get something out of Hatun. Getting back to something from before, Raven, what percent of the population do you think has heard the word God? There's a map that my church has on that my church website has that shows like all the areas of the world that we haven't reached with the gospel. And there are several areas. There are a lot of areas, particularly in the Asian, African, and even some European areas. There are also areas in South America. Like there are areas all around that have yet to hear. Alright, Seller, take care, dude. I don't think I could put a necessary percentage on it. But I'm more equipped to answer apologetics questions or evangelical questions. Those are my areas of knowledge. What do you think of Edgar Allan Poe? Great writer. Dude needed to lighten up. I left a comment that you missed by a thin margin, explaining the problems I've thought of a solution for. Okay. Ah, damn. Crap. Ah, man. I was doing good, but I forgot I suck. Thoughts on Dean Koontz? I don't know who that is. Thanks for the advice, Raven, and come to think about it, one of my main villain, Lady Shade, her motive is to bring fear in the world. Alright. That's fair. I think that'll work. Why do we have a bot? Can we get a player, please?
You captured Zone C.
Bring it in, brother. Bring it in, man. I love you, man. Ah, bleh.
Lost Zone C.
Oh, one of them quit. The Orochi. That sucks.
Zone C.
Ooh, JJ's... Well, it's a bot, JJ. Run away! I'm heading to A right now. Good job, PK. Keep up that pressure. All right, later, Instinct. Have a good one. $10 from Darth Enigma. You are Raider Legendary. Well, I'm not playing Raider, but I appreciate it anyway. Let's go. Good job. Good job. Shinobi's on his way up. PK, we better be ready. Another one of theirs quit. I don't know who. Ooh. Shinobi did very well. Alright, okay, fine. I'll go back and read it, dude. A lot of the problems I stated can be solved by a solution that revolves around controlling water in the North Atlantic and the ice caps. Alright, how would you do it? How would you control the water in the North Atlantic ice cap? How good is Virtuosa at fighting? She's apparently really good. One left. Holy crap. No! I better go back.
Enemy team is breaking.
Shinobi wants more. Let's go. Good job.
The enemy rally.
I know I'm bad, but I can pull this back. I can pull this back.
Enemy team is breaking.
Okay.
The enemy rally.
I keep dodging and he knows that. Okay. I need to stop dodging. Okay, that time I needed to dodge. Is he reading me now? Is that what's going on here?
You lost Zone A.
Start by creating a shit ton of jobs by recruiting construction workers to build an underwater wall on the European continental shelf that doubles as a dam, filter out salt, and relocate the fish. How will you pay for it? And where will you get these workers? And where will you get the people willing to do it? Where will you get the resources?
Enemy team is breaking.
God, it's just Shinobi. Why are they all sitting in C? I could have used help a couple times at A. And I'm back to sucking wind. Holy shit. Are you kidding? Oh man, I suck. I absolutely am dog shit at this game. Let's go.
You captured Zone A. Victory.
I'll get to that in a bit, bro. Like your idea sounds way too expensive, requires a ton of manpower, would be an international thing that need to be done. You'd need to get a lot of people involved, a lot of resources. I mean, you're saying, oh, it's a simple solution, but your simple solution it would require an astronomical amount of work to make it happen. Yeah, we won, but I did terrible. See, that's the thing for me whenever it comes to these games. If we win, but I didn't do anything, like I kind of just sucked win the whole time, I feel bad about it because I was carried. If I lose, but I did really good, I can feel okay about it. Next, start selling off the water produced by the filtering process of places with large deserts like Australia and the Sahara. Recruit workers from all over Europe. You've got to get them willing to work. You're asking them to do a high risk, low reward job. Further, transporting that water is going to cost money. And we already have water filtration systems that exist. Like, I mean, we're talking about an astronomical amount of money and resources here. No, you're on the other team, Candy Corn? Awesome. Then there's also going to have to be the rights, like wherever you build the dam, that's going to be in continental waters where countries are going to be vying for control of it. And then who's going to pay for it? Like, let's say that you built it near Great Britain. Is Great Britain going to be the ones paying for it? We're using their land. Like, there's so many things about that it would just take way too long to make happen. Way too much money, way too much resources. Yeah. Oh, hey, Aaron.
You captured Zone C.
That's the power of the... Oh. Good light parry. Rachel doesn't... oh, the demon... Well, I can't control that. That's just part of the armor. What's my favorite dessert? Okay. I love me chocolate ice cream with strawberries. Chocolate ice cream with strawberries is the best, okay? Not even kidding. Chocolate delight is good too. He's just toying with us.
Lost Zone A. You captured Zone A.
Guys, you should listen to Raven, he's always right. Yes, I am. What do you think will happen now that Horkus and Chimera out of the picture? Hell if I know. The lore doesn't seem to have any real direction right now. What? Are you serious? I crushing countered his light, which should have hit the Hito. He parried the crushing counter. Either I'm completely shit at this game to the point people can parry my crushing counters, or this game actually hates me. Dude, what the fuck? I just need to uninstall already. I am so bad. My God. Jackson, you keep saying all this stuff, but you're not listening to the criticism, so I'm just going to ignore it until you start listening to the criticisms and taking them seriously.
Capture Zone A.
Ah, god damn. Dude, I've talked about Spy Family before. God damn, guys, I'm so washed. What happened there, Raven? I got destroyed. That's what happened. Oh, man. Yeah, I read that, Jackson. I read it. I'm waiting for you to finish. Time to uninstall. Holy crap. Man. No, you're fine, man. I just suck. I'm reading it, dude. I still don't think it'll work. I'm reading it. I still think it's a pipe dream. What you're suggesting is not feasible. But yeah, I just suck. So that's all there is to it. Candy's basically, yep, you suck. You are 100%, man. At least you're honest. Still gotta get 2 more heals. What are my top orders? Oh. Alright, good night, Nina. Cost is a trivial matter. cost is a trivial Okay, sure. Yeah, the cost of something is just the cost is just a trivial. Okay. You know, trivial means unimportant. It's kind of important. Don't Christians always say greed is the root of all evil? No, we don't say that. That's a phrase someone made, and I don't even agree with it. But that's beside the point. It's not a matter of greed. It's a matter of this would bankrupt several countries. What you're suggesting would bankrupt several countries, if not destroy the world economy. This isn't a matter of greed. And the other matter is who's going to pay for it? And how? Are we going to increase the tax dollars of everyone across the EU because, hey, by the way, we're going to build this thing. We don't care if you like it or not. We're just deciding to do it. Like, first of all, you got to realize you need to be able to pay for this. Then you need the workforce. Then you need the resources. That's all money that has to be paid. And you can wave your hand at it and say that's trivial. It's still got to come from somewhere. And you can say, oh, well, I thought Christians weren't supposed to be greedy. This isn't about greed. This is about reality. Things cost money. And something that big is going to cost money. Then there's going to be the issue of territory laws. Where are you building this? Who controls that part of the sea? Because the people who control that part of the sea may have a hand in it, and they may want to reap some of the benefit. Further, you have to make sure this works. You don't know that it'll work, and even if it does work, then there's the distribution process, the logistics of it. Who's running it all? Land and water sales pay for some of it. So you're selling the water that you're making. I thought it was supposed to fix world water issues. So they're still going to have to pay for it. Do you know how supply and demand work? Do you know how economies work? The more money this thing costs to make and run, the more money it's going to cost to buy the water. Let's pretend that you build this thing and it costs $8 million. It's going to cost astronomically more than that, but let's pretend it just costs $8 million, okay? $8 million to build this thing. $2 million a year to run it. Again, it will cost astronomically more than that.
Lost Zone C. You capture Zone A.
But let's say that you did all that. So the thing is, you now have to pay for your workers, pay for the materials, pay for the land and sea costs. Like, all of that is money. You can't just wave your hand at it and say that's trivial. It costs money. So how are you going to make it back? Well, as you just said, people will have to pay for the water you give them. The water you give them, they'll have to pay for. Now, if you're dealing with an impoverished country that can't get clean water, how are they going to pay for that water? Of course, it has to be an act of charity, but even charity has to come from money. That hit me? Really? Maybe some kind of trade deal. What can they trade? They have no water. They have very little food. They're impoverished. What would they have to trade? And even then, trade is not going to reimburse anything. I mean, how are you going to pay the workers? You've got to have workers who properly maintain and manage this dam. How are you going to pay the people who built it? What are we debating over? Nothing I'm enjoying right now. This is kind of turning into a headache of a night. You know what? Last match, guys. I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done with tonight.
You capture Zone A.
I'm kind of done with tonight. A lot of rough matches. I'm not playing well, and this whole debate is something I didn't even want to get into, but now it's basically what everyone wants to talk about, and I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
You lost Zone A. Your team is breaking.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Well, I've lost the majority of the matches I've played tonight. I haven't been playing well, and I feel like what the conversations in chat have not been anything I've enjoyed. Well, it's not even heat, so I've just been doing bad in all my matches tonight. It is ludicrous. It doesn't just sound ludicrous, it is ludicrous. And I like how you say, oh, but we need these extreme solutions. I thought you started with it's simple. It's not simple. You know it's not simple. Yeah, I'm sorry, Volts. You know what? I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, guys. Have a good night.